Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Today, I am going to be talking to you about the difference between marketing and selling. So, I love marketing, I'm obsessed with it. And I think part of the reason why is because I know what it leads to sales. In my online membership, the Ashley Avis Academy, a member asked me why the signature training modules were broken up into two parts. And for those of you who don't know, my signature training is broken up into part one, which is called Marketing 101. And then part two, it's a whole other ballgame. It's called Sales Mastery. So the question went, hey, Ash, aren't marketing and sales like the same thing? And I answered very quickly with a big no. In today's episode, I'm going to clearly explain the difference between marketing your offer and then selling your offer. And in going through this, I hope you can gain some clarity on how your efforts can be dialed up between the two. Okay, so if you're not getting as many sales as you want, maybe this episode can help you identify where you're dropping the ball or opportunities for you to improve some skills that will make marketing to selling, the difference between marketing and selling as seamless as possible and get you better results. All right, let's do it. You're listening to the Ashley Avis Podcast, the place to be for female entrepreneurs who want to attract more clients to their business and sign them with ease. Around here, we're chatting about branding, Instagram and social media strategy, web design tips, email marketing, sales mastery, and so much more. I've got guests who can't wait to share their expert advice and help you grow the business of your dreams. Subscribe and tune in every Tuesday with a notepad and be ready for actionable advice that you can implement today. Let's do this. All right, so the difference between marketing and selling. Let's start with marketing, okay? Because most of the time that's where people do start. So, marketing is composed of a few things. The first thing you want to do for marketing is you want to solidify your solid brand. Okay, branding is aligning yourself as the ultimate guide to helping someone solve a problem that they have. A lot of people think it's like the colors you choose, the fonts, and the imagery. Which is true, but more importantly, it's the messaging that you're putting out there. What are the messages that you're putting out there into the world that are attracting people to you and also repelling people away from you? Good branding does both. You can't attract everybody, okay, because you can't solve everybody's problems, but you can attract the right people to you that you can help. That's strategic. Okay. So branding, how do you make people feel? How do you make people connect with you, right, in your messaging so that you can attract the right people, right? So first part of marketing would be like setting up this solid brand. And then the second part of marketing would be pumping it all out there, building brand awareness. Because if you have this amazing brand, but people don't know that you exist, then it's not really going to help you get sales, right? So spreading the word, getting yourself out there. Perhaps a lot of us think it means like taking our branding and creating social media accounts and social media content. Maybe it's creating really great websites, right? Email lists, podcasts, blogs, vlogs, all of this content that you can pump out onto the internet or out and about so that people know that you exist, right? So take all that amazing branding and get it out there to build awareness. Then people know that you exist, right? From there, you're going to start to generate leads by developing connections and relationships with potential clients. So I like to teach a lot of people about a proper engagement strategy, how to engage with your community and that journey of engagement. They find out about you, they're attracted to you, they start engaging with you. That leads someone to want to book a call with you or set up a consultation or an appointment where you can start the sales process. So marketing is everything that I just explained, from creating a brand, creating, the content and the awareness and like getting people interested. So what you're doing is you're creating leads. Leads are people that you can sell to, and without leads, you can't sell. So the second part of my signature training is about sales mastery. So let's talk about sales. Selling is turning a lead into a client. Now, listen up. If you're someone who sells bigger ticket offers, if you want to attract one-on-one clients, maybe you're a spa, or maybe you are a consultant, a coach, a lawyer, a realtor. If you want to find and attract one-on-one clients and you have bigger ticket offers, most of the time it does require a sales call or a discovery call. And why I recommend these short meetings where you guys get to chat and actually you get to start performing, you get to perform the sales call bit. I recommend these because when you do them, I mean, you're not getting paid for them unless they sign up, right? Unless you sell them. But why I recommend doing them is because you will get a higher close ratio. It stops you from obtaining a client that you don't really align with or connect with. It gives you the opportunity to lay out really clear expectations from the very beginning, and it allows you to really listen to your lead, right? Listen and hear if your marketing is working. If you have a lot of people coming to you and they're saying, I have this problem, can you solve it? And you can't, maybe there's some tweaking that needs to get done in your marketing or in your messaging. But if they come to you and they're like using these specific words or they're saying these phrases and you're like, whoa, I can totally help you. Yes, but I never used that phrase before, or you're using this word instead of this word. That can help also support your marketing, right? You want to use their words in your marketing so people feel heard and seen and understood, right? And then people will be like, yes, you are so inside of my head. So I feel like running a sales call is really important because it can give you all of this information, really help you with your marketing, but also too, you get to know what are their concerns, what are their problems, can I actually solve them? And then that will help you close the sale. So if you want to know more about sales calls, I recorded a whole episode on them. Go back and listen to episode 31, The Secret to 10K Months. So I recorded this because I feel like a lot of people were missing the opportunity. They were bypassing sales calls and they were just diving into, oh, I'm going to have a really good sales page on my website. And that way people can just buy coaching with me, for example, or buy my personal training packages, or sign up and choose me as their realtor per se, all by having a really good sales page. And they skip the sales call part. And there's just so much that you can do on a sales call to get a higher close ratio or to sign more clients. So I give a lot of tips on that on episode 31 of the Ashley Avis podcast. You can pause, go listen, or listen to that one right after this episode. I'll also be linking that on the show notes for today's episode, which you can find all of my show notes at ashley.avismarketing.com/podcast. Okay, so in a sales call, you really get to know people, you get to listen, you get to hear about what are their specific problems that they have, and then you get to provide a solution to them by explaining your packages with integrity, ask for the sale, overcome objections. Like, that is the selling part. And I love selling because I know when people are motivated to buy and they sign up with me, I get to help them. So entrepreneurs or solopreneurs even that don't like selling, you might not be cut out for this, okay? Because selling is actually helping people, exposing them to your offer, and then explain to them how you can specifically help them, and then asking for the sale. Okay. So I coach all of my clients inside of the Ashley Avis Academy on how to run a perfect sales call and then how to build your sales call skills, right? In the sales mastery part. All of that is a very different show from marketing, right? Like getting the leads to you. Because if you don't have any leads, you don't have anyone to sell to. So now you may be wondering, what comes first, marketing or selling? And I know a lot of people come to me and ask me for help with their marketing, but you need to have a few things figured out about your sales process before I can even help you. So listen up here. If you're thinking you want to hire someone to help you with your marketing to get way more leads to your business so that you can sell them, listen up. The things you need to make sure you have before you hire someone to help you with your marketing is, one is a really solid offer that you have tested and it delivers results that people want. So you need to make sure you know what your packages are here. Like, you know what your packages include, you know how you're going to put people through that package and what results people get from it. Maybe if you're thinking of it's a coaching program, for example, maybe you want to put a couple clients through, maybe like to get a beta group together and make sure that you have the ability to deliver the promise that you're going to be selling. So step one, before you hire anyone to market your offers, make sure you have a package that you believe in, that you've tested, and that people want. And then the second thing is make sure you have a sales plan to sell it. Are you going to be scheduling sales calls? Are you just going to, do you have your sales calls template ready for when someone's booking a call with you? Do you have a sales page ready where you can address people's concerns on your website before they book that call? So you want to make sure that you know what you're selling, you know how you're going to sell it, because a marketer is going to lead people towards that call to action to book a call with you. And if you are not ready or you don't know what you're selling, it's going to be ucky, right? I've had people hire me and I felt they were really clear on what they were selling, but it turns out a lot of the time that we spent together to focus on their marketing was really clarifying, okay, what is it that you're selling? And if you already have that part really clear, then a marketer can take that and turn it into copy, turn it into content, turn it into a website, turn it into leads for you, okay? So that's what we really need to know as marketers is what are you selling? How are you going to sell it? Perfect. I'm going to market that for you and they're going to run with it in their creative directions. So, unless you need help with both, of which case I can help you with both, that's what you need to do it before you hire someone to help you with your marketing. So if you're wondering what comes first, I would say making sure you know what you're selling and how you're going to sell it comes first. Marketing comes second. Okay. So if you're like, yes, Ashley, I need help with both. Hang on a second. I'm going to explain to you just a second what I can do for you for only $47 a month. Are you kidding me? So I'm going to tell you a little story first. Back when I was in my corporate job, I worked for a great big fitness facility, great big fitness chain in Canada. And when I was working my corporate job, I did a lot of one-on-one selling. It was face-to-face, in person, and I was pretty good at it, I'll tell you. I got it to, after a while and a lot of experience, I honed in on specific skills where I could read body language. I knew what questions to ask. I knew what to say and when to say it in order to help someone feel comfortable to join the gym. That's what I was doing. And I trained lots of people on this sales flow, on this sales system. And we got really confident and we got really good results as a team. So when people came into the gym, so just so you have an idea, when people come into the gym, my job was to sell them some memberships and some one-on-one personal training. And I loved it. Like it was such a rush knowing I was going to help people hit their health and fitness goals. But what I truly loved was getting people in the gym in the first place, like collecting the leads and booking them in for an appointment to come into the gym and check it out, right? So my passion for getting out of the gym, finding the people that I could help and getting them in actually led me, long story short, to what I do today. Years later, I have taken my know-how about sales training and then lead generating and marketing and applied it to the digital space. And now I've built a business helping entrepreneurs take what I know from the real world experience that I've had and put it online to help them grow their business. And if you want to know exactly how I do it, I've pretty much mapped out from A to B, actually from A to Z, okay? Z if you're in the US, all of the steps that I take to get people to find out about me and then to become a client inside of these little training videos inside of the Ashley Avis Academy. So part one inside of the Ashley Avis Academy is all about marketing, all of the steps that I took. And I even start off with like how to track your numbers, how to measure success. So for the people that are like, I'm a numbers person, I need to see what's working, what's not, what I need to work on, where I'm dropping the ball. I have that all mapped out for you inside of Marketing 101. And then once you get your lead booked, in the second half, I teach you how to run a sales call with that potential client and how to get more people saying yes, and then how to get referrals from those people, which referrals, if you think about it, are actually part of marketing. And it's a whole big circle that I explain right away at the very beginning of all of this in a welcome video. So if you're thinking, wow, I really want to, I really want to see Ashley's training on this. I really want to see what's inside of marketing, what's inside of sales mastery. Then all you need to do is join the Ashley Avis Academy. The doors are open right now. It's $47 Canadian per month. And there's no minimum monthly requirements. So if you're like, I think I just want to try this, but I don't want to like sign up for a whole year or anything, you don't. You could join right now. on a month-to-month basis, and you can cancel whenever you want. I just like to put that out there because, you might join and realize this isn't for you, but if it is, you'll want to stay on board because what I also do for my members is send them monthly content calendars so they know what to post on social media every month. I also do live workshops. Actually, I'm hosting one later on today where it's a live workshop with members only, and we get to deep dive on specific topics. So for example, the topic for today, we're talking about 10 ways that you can grow your email list this year. We've done Canva and branding design tutorials in there. We've also done setting up your 7-day launch strategy for Black Friday in there, things like that. So if you're like, yeah, Ashley, I definitely want to be a part of those workshops. I want that monthly content calendar. I want the signature training, and I want access to the private Facebook group for networking opportunities and additional Q&A. Then join the Ashley Avis Academy. All you need to do is go to ashley.avismarketing.com/academy to find out everything there. So that's for people that are solopreneurs, people that are running their business by themselves. Maybe they have a couple people to help and they like DIYing their marketing and they do their own selling. It's great for service-based businesses like coaches, realtors, nutritionists, personal trainers, therapists, estheticians, right? Just go to ashley.avismarketing.com/academy. It's super easy to join and you can get access to everything that I said, the Facebook group, the signature training, the live workshops, the content calendars right away as soon as you join. So ashley.avismarketing.com/academy. Okay. So I hope this episode, I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope this episode clarified to you the difference between marketing and selling and maybe allowed you to see where you might be dropping the ball in that whole customer journey. Am I not attracting enough people to me? Have I not clarified my offer? Do I not have a good way to sell it? If you're thinking, I need some more help with sales calls, go back to episode 31, My Secret to 10K Months, and listen to my tips there. And if you want even more support, you can reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram at Ashley Avis Co, or you could head to ashley.avismarketing.com/academy. All right. Until next week, you got this. Thank you for listening to the Ashley Avis podcast. If you liked what you heard today, you can like, subscribe, or even better, tell a friend about my show. Think you would make a great guest? Reach out and send me a message on Instagram. You can find me at Ashley Avis Co. You can grab all of today's show notes at ashley.avismarketing.com. Plus, find more ways to simplify, strategize, and show up with confidence when marketing and selling online. Until next Tuesday, you got this.